Moving on, viewers, we look at some of the top international and regional stories which directly impacted the BVI. Let's take a look. One of the biggest international events that directly impacted the British Virgin Islands for the year 2022 was the political and economic instability observed in the United Kingdom prior to and following the historic changing of prime ministers after Boris Johnson was forced to resign. Johnson stepped down from the position after the resignation of 38 members of parliament in less than 48 hours. He confirmed his resignation on the morning of July 7th, stating that it was, and I quote, clearly the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party, end quote, for him to step down.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister. And I've agreed with Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of our backbench MPs, that the process of choosing that new leader should begin now. And the timetable will be announced next week. And I've today appointed a cabinet to serve, as I will, until a new leader is in place. So I want to say to the millions of people who voted for us in 2019, many of them voting Conservative for the first time, thank you for that incredible mandate.
Johnson's resignation resulted in an internal election being held within his Conservative Party, which saw then Foreign Secretary Liz Truss leading the way against closest rival, former Chancellor Rishi Sunak, and emerging as the eventual winner to become the 56th Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Her victory also saw her becoming the third woman in history to serve as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and also the third to assume Prime Ministership in the UK in absence of a national general election.
Friends and colleagues, thank you for putting your faith in me to lead our great Conservative Party, the greatest political party on earth. I know that our beliefs resonate with the British people. Our beliefs in freedom, in the ability to control your own life, in low taxes, in personal responsibility. And I know that's why people voted for us in such numbers in 2019. And as your party leader, I intend to deliver what we promised those voters right across our great country.
Despite her victory, Truss's rise to Prime Minister was noted as one of the lowest portions received by any UK leader in recent history.
I am a fighter and not a quitter.
After only securing 81,000 votes from the approximately 142,000 that was casted by Conservative Party members. Her reign as Prime Minister was short-lived and made her the shortest-serving Prime Minister in UK history, as she announced her resignation on October 20th after serving just 45 days in office.
I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party. This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady. We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed within the next week. This will ensure that we remain on a path to deliver our fiscal plans and maintain our country's economic stability and national security. I will remain as Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen. Thank you.
But Truss's resignation followed dramatic scenes in the House of Commons the previous night over a vote on fracking.
We have taken decisive action.
They crashed the economy.
With the resignation of Truss, it left a clear path to leadership of the Conservative Party for her former running rival Rishi Sunak. According to reports from British news sites, nearly 200 Conservative MPs publicly backed Sunak as leader prior to the nomination deadline. He subsequently became the United Kingdom's first British agent Prime Minister and youngest Prime Minister in more than 200 years after his only rival Penny Mordaunt pulled out of the Tory leadership race.
I've just been to Buckingham Palace and accepted His Majesty the King's invitation to form a government in his name. It is only right to explain why I am standing here as your new Prime Minister. Right now, our country is facing a profound economic crisis. The aftermath of COVID still lingers. Putin's war in Ukraine has destabilized energy markets and supply chains the world over. I want to pay tribute to my predecessor, Liz Truss. She was not wrong to want to improve growth in this country. It is a noble aim. And I admired her restlessness to create change. But some mistakes were made.
Also in 2022, the world bid farewell to Britain's longest reigning monarch, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, following her passing at the age of 96, just hours after doctors raised grave concern about her health on September 8th. The confirmation of the Queen's death came from Buckingham Palace, stating that the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral in the afternoon. As a mark of respect, His Excellency Governor John Rankin hosted the 96th gun salute in the BVI following her passing.